do you feel that the beauty standards have gotten worse because now there's filters as opposed to growing up?
I thought he was going to say that you've been using these filters.
I think that it's actually special that your significant other gets to see you natural.
There was a guy that I met on Bumble, and he straight up was like, "You look like you're a catfish. Send me a video," because he didn't believe that I was who I said who I was.
Because they ain't never seen this in his small town.
Right. I had like, you know, my best pictures from my feed on there, so I sent him like a video
from your feed.
From my feed.
I thought you said feed.
No.
Woo! I'm being raw and natural, and I never wear my hair like this. But I was on a delayed flight.
Yeah, but it looks really beautiful.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you.
Okay. So, all right. For me, I always grew up with kind of like a frizzy. My hair was always frizzy. I never had like a super straight, super curly. But I remember when I was when I was 12, I really wanted curly, like Shakira curly hair. So I got a perm, and I still feel like my hair has not recovered since then.
My mom made me get a perm too when I was.
Yeah.
This is the longest I haven't been without a perm. So I had a perm.
But you mean a relaxer?
Oh, yeah. Not a curly. Yeah, un derizado. Yeah, thank you, Jessica.
Yeah.
We have a Dominican here too.
I like
There's a big difference between
a perm and a relaxer. I never had my natural hair out for a while, like for years until I think it's been like 10 years without a perm. So now like the curls are coming back in and all of that stuff. Shout out to Miss Rizos. I actually saw her walking on the street going to Starbucks. She's on maternity leave right now, but I'm gonna go see her. Do you know Miss Rizos? She does like natural hair special. She's a natural hair specialist. So I'm gonna go to her this year and work with my hair because I need to love myself.
She has the products, right? And they're sold like all
Not
over.
Not Rizos Curls. Miss Rizos, she has a salons. We're doing West Coast, East Coast. West Coast, East Coast. But we all support Latina business here.
Yeah, so both of them are kind of curl.
Yeah, like curl
focused.
experts, which is dope because we didn't have that growing up.
Are you on your curl loving journey? Because I am, and again, because there is another Dominican on here, I feel like since I can remember, and by the way, I wish, I don't know about you, but I wish I can get all those hours back.
Oh my gosh.
Hours I have spent in a Dominican hair salon.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Burn
goodness.
scalp, like burn so many times from the
Yeah,
sun.
so many
It's
things.
funny you say that, and you have straight hair right now, and so do I, because my hair is really naturally curly. But growing up, I straightened it because I thought that was like
your hair wasn't done unless it was arreglate ese pelo.
Tu mamá, ¿tú vas con ese pelo? Yeah, you know, my mom.
¿Dónde tú vas con ese pelo así?
She's like, te pelo es tan feo, Ivana. I'm like, this is my natural hair.
Your mom was talking to you like crazy?
Yeah. But it's funny because I wear my hair curly now. That's the only time I get compliments. When I wear my hair curly, it's the only time anybody's like, I love your hair. But the $50 I put in straightening it, not one compliment ever.
Really?
Never. So it's an interesting thing.
That in an episode, like when people like us, like more, like when you're doing like the hair down, the Drake, like no sweatpants on, whatever. You go to
more
the gas
natural?
station and people be like more nicer to you.
Oh, that's interesting. Because we were talking. She had brought in a whole different perspective.
We've been talking.
You had brought a whole different perspective to that.
Jessica on to the Sprinkle lady on TikTok.
Shout out to Sprinkle.
Sprinkle. If you know Sprinkle.
I love Sprinkle.
Do you know about this lady on TikTok? Okay, cool. So basically, she has a theory about why you get approached by men the most when you look the most low maintenance. Is because she says, is because they feel like you're more approachable because they can afford you then. If you look all done up, you look expensive.
You look high maintenance, like complicated, expensive.
That is a lie.
No, not
Con
like
esa cara tan linda, I don't believe you.
Zoom in. No, but
zoom in.
I feel like I do stand-up comedy, and I feel like people are scared to talk to me. Like men don't come up to me and be like, "Can I?" Well, I'm not gonna talk back to them, but they don't be giving me compliments. We were having such a great conversation, but really, we want to introduce my homegirl. Well, not my homegirl, Julissa Bermudez.
What's up, Julissa?
Someone that actually, I didn't say this in the green room because I like to wait till I'm on the couch to get starstruck. But I looked up to you growing up. Like you were hosting. I remember, we had like very limited cable growing up, so it was everything MTV, and I would see you all the time hosting all the reunions, Jersey Shore. And I was like, I want to be just like you when I grow up. Yeah, like the
OG MTV.
Yeah. But you I'm interviewing Julissa Bermudez today. It's like, everybody knows you. Like, it was just really dope seeing someone, especially someone that's Dominican, be in that space. So I'm really honored to have you here.
Welcome. Cheers.
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Welcome,
Cheers.
girl.
Ivana, are you gonna take it?
Let's go.
Eye contact.
eye contact. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, we can't afford that.
No, but okay, but I'm coming from like a hosting background, so seeing somebody doing that's like Latina, that was always super, super awesome for me to see as well. So it's an honor to have you here, girl.
Thank you,
You've been in the
guys.
game for a minute. What, 2005, 2006, you started at?
Yeah.
How did you get? You were doing
Long
Mundos,
time
right?
ago.
How did you get started in that field? I know that you grew up in Queens, and at the time, I don't remember ever seeing anyone that looked like us on screen like that. So how did you know that you wanted to pursue that?
Yeah, so in New York, you get a chance to pick the high school that you want to go to. And we have a lot of different performing arts. We have specialty high schools. So we have Aviation High School, which is in Queens. We have all kind of LaGuardia, which is a performing arts high school. We have performing arts high school. So I was really interested in the arts. And then I ended up so I auditioned basically to go to high school in a performing arts high school, shout out Talent Unlimited High School. And, right. But I ended up getting an agent and then auditioning, and the way that snowballed was a cousin of mine. So, geez, it's so much. I'm like, where do I start? So I had a cousin of mine. My mom said we're going to the Bronx for my cousin's Sweet 16. I didn't even know her. You know, we're all
No, we have like
Latinos.
mad cousins.
You
Yeah,
know how
we
that
might
goes.
all be related.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
So we go to the Bronx. We go to my cousin's Sweet 16, and I have another cousin there that's already in the mix and acting and doing things. And my mom was like, "Oh, Jerónimo, ella quiere estar en la farándula."
That's very
you know.
Dominican. They always be like, just talk to this person. It's just like, it doesn't, like, you know?
Basically,
like, my mom wants me to be talking to Lin-Manuel like I know him like that. I'm like, Mom,
for
I
sure.
don't know him. Yes.
Y él no te puedo ayudar.
Right. No, like, he doesn't.
And you're like, yeah, let me just call him up right now.
My mom
Yeah.
tells me to DM like famous people all the time. She's like, see if like Alejandra Guzman or like whatever. Alejandra Espinosa was the one.
Right.
She'll respond to you and ask for her facial routine, and I'm like, Mom, she gets like thousands of messages every day. She's not gonna respond to me.
But my cousin was not any of those things. He was actually just an extra acting in a bunch of different productions.
Yeah.
And he did, in fact, give me this woman. He was like, oh, she's a viejita out of Long Island. She sends me on auditions. You should check her out. So back then, it was, I mean, you had to literally take photos, get them developed, and then send them in the mail.
Right.
And this woman she had a talent agency, Malo Management, and she was representing talent, and she would have auditions in the city. So I went and I auditioned for her. Long story short, she called me back. I didn't hear from her for like 3 months. I was like, okay, maybe that's not going anywhere. And then she sent me on my very first audition, which was a Wendy's commercial, and I booked it. I had no idea what I was doing.
Wendy's.
I thought I was gonna get paid in burgers.
Oh my God.
At one point, and then it just snowballed from there. And one of the auditions was a hosting opportunity for a show called The Roof, and that was on Mundos back in the day.
Mundos, yeah.
And even this is a way bigger production than what we even had. So you were talking about earlier, like, oh no, this is big time. How we
big
get
time.
upgrades.
I love that.
Back then, it was.
So you've been on TV for a while, right? Do you feel like there's I was gonna ask, do you feel like there's a lot of like pressures to like look beautiful? Like, you know, you've been in the entertainment industry for, I want to say maybe like over 2 decades or so.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like there's like, I want to talk about beauty.
And
like,
first of all, you look flawless.
Yeah,
And
100.
like,
I feel like, please.
I mean, you've been beautiful for like since you started on TV.
Yeah.
But right now, I feel like you're in your
Like, you look
prime.
youthful.
wow,
Like
thank
youthful,
you
youthful,
guys.
youthful.
But the question is, you look
looks
healthy.
amazing.
Sleep on this couch.
Healthy.
I'll be here
I love
every
that.
day.
She said, zoom in on her
Like
face.
so
But it's
healthy.
true, yeah.
If you could see up
Thank
close,
Yeah.
it's literally stunning.
I'm like, I'm
Yeah, but we're not even trying to like
No,
guess
not
you up,
even.
but we're
It's
just
just real.
seriously like I'm looking at you and I'm like, she's stunning.
Thank you.
And give me
You know
some
what's the
tickets.
craziest part
Yeah.
about all of it is that I started on Mundos, which was a sister station of Telemundo, and I feel like I looked older way back
Yeah.
then. Mind you, I had just turned 18 because they were doing full-on telenovela makeup. And with age, you just start figuring out your look. I grew up with 3 older brothers. I was a major tomboy, so it was really sitting in hair and makeup chairs where I gained insecurities, got over insecurities, learned how to do my own glam because then you don't have a budget, and then you got to figure out, you know, not everyone knows how to match your foundation to your neck to the rest of your body.
And it was a different time then too. Like now we have all the
100%.
resources,
We
but
didn't
back
have
in the
the
day,
color range.
right?
No, I looked white all the time. It's like
It was gray.
If you grew up with 3 brothers, when did you kind of tap into your like femininity and
My
makeup?
mom is super femme.
Okay.
Oh,
Same.
Oh my gosh! Till this day, I say I'm so glad I grew into it. But back then, it was the style. It was Aaliyah. It was
we're
TLC.
from New York,
it was
like,
it
that's
was
just-
oversized
yeah.
clothing.
Natural.
It was Timbs. It was Jordans. It was all that stuff. So for me, to answer the original question, I usually wear my hair straight because that's just the amount of years I've spent in hair salons and getting rolos and really not figuring out how to ever style it for on camera. And no one, the first thing anyone ever did was I would walk into hair and makeup and my hair would be curly, and every single time they would turn me around in the chair and I would have my hair some kind of straight. So I'm still just, I really truly will confess, I need a curly cut. I need to do the cut, the big chop.
Same.
And I
It's
just
a hit or miss with the curly hair. Like you don't know if you're gonna put it in, it's gonna be beautiful curls, or it's gonna come in and it's like frizzy. It's like you really don't
I was
know.
just telling someone, so I took a plane here, and I was like, I thought I was gonna have more time, so I was like, let me just be. Somebody had gave me a compliment saying that they like when I look natural, so I'm like, let me really put the gel in and like really embrace my curls. I get like 3 hours into the flight, like my whole hair shrink because it's shrinkage. And every time I do my hair natural, I feel like Francine from Arthur. I don't know if you ever, you know that episode where she goes with Molly to get her hair done, and she's like, I hate like that's how I feel.
And she puts on a dress for the first time.
That's how I feel all the time. Whenever I try to like
There's
embrace
so many
myself.
things, and it's so childhood into adulthood into.
But I will say, like the first time makeup went into my mom has never left the house without heels, full hair, full makeup, no matter what. She's like, tienes que salir bien, porque no sabes quién vas a conocer, y no sabes quién te va a ver, Ivana, no seas, like, you know.
Yeah,
So I saw my mom in the car on the way to school doing her makeup, like every day mascara, just always looking top notch. So for me,
at every red light, she would pluck her chin
Exactly.
hair.
Yeah,
I'm
them
like,
chin
oh my
hairs are
gosh, when am I
coming
gonna
in.
get
Oh
at
my
that?
gosh.
so for me, at a young age, I was putting a little makeup.
When's that coming?
And I introduced all my friends to makeup. In high school, freshman year, I was like, you need to put bronzer a little bit here. You need to put bronzer, eyeliner, mascara. I made every single one of my friends will credit me for teaching me how to do makeup because as a Latin mom, she was just on it. You know, like natural. We just
I
wasn't
feel
it.
like our generation of women, like, because makeup there was like a big makeup boom for when we were younger.
Yeah.
We didn't know how to do it, so we looked crazy. Seriously. No, like, you guys, I look at my high school pictures and my early college pictures, and I'm like, I look 30. I look I feel like I'm glowing up even more as I get older.
The
And I
biggest
think it's
mistake
'cause
was
you-
the under eyeliner inside.
So your eyes look like little beetle eyes.
Just
wanted to
Although in high school for me, the white eyeliner, I introduced all the girls to the white eyeliner.
I wanted to be
in
Hilary
high
Duff
school.
so bad with the thick emo stuff. It was a lot.
Cellulite does not discriminate.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
I mean, it's a crazy statistic. I've looked it up.
Wait, you looked it up?
Oh, for sure.
Talk to me. I want to go around the table, around the sala. What's an insecurity that you have that maybe you don't tell people?
A beauty insecurity?
A beauty insecurity.
Oh, I know. I could start.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't like going to the beach because I get insecure in a bathing suit. Like, I feel like every girl has this, but like even just like a little bit of cellulite freaks me out.
man. I mean, that's
But like every woman
forgiving.
deals with it. But it's an insecurity that I have that sometimes where I'm like, I'm wearing shorts and I'm like, maybe I just don't like the way my legs feel in shorts. And people ask me sometimes like, why aren't you wearing shorts, or why don't you want to go to the pool or whatever? And that's a genuine insecurity of mine. I'm like, and I need to be easier on myself on that because I'm like, every
you're
single
fucking
girl has
beautiful,
one.
Jessica.
But that's for sure like one of my biggest
I've had
insecurities.
cellulite since
Yeah, my ass
I was
is full of stretch
11,
marks.
12.
Me too.
Yeah. Stretch marks.
It's mad stretch marks back there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
levels to being fit. Like you could be fit and still have mad cellulite, or you could be fit and that takes a lot of dedication and hard work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's levels, so it's like you have to accept it for.
and cellulite does not
Not go.
discriminate.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
I mean, it's a crazy statistic. I've looked it up.
Wait, you looked it up?
Oh, for sure.
What's the statistic?
Because 85% of women have cellulite. And you know what it is? And the reason why men, you don't see it as much, the appearance of cellulite on men, is because of the way their fibers are crossed differently in the legs and stuff versus women. Theirs is more intertwined. Ours is kind of up on top of the tissue. So that gives the orange peel look of
I don't really be looking back there like that though. Y'all be looking back?
I be looking back.
I've embraced it. I don't really care that much anymore.
I mean, that shit is gonna be there.
I don't care about my biggest insecurity was my arms growing up because my sisters, I have two sisters, they have skinny arms, beautiful. No matter if they gain weight, all my weight's on my arms. That's why I'm wearing this jacket. It's filled with fat.
Oh my gosh.
No, but I just have
Please.
like,
Isn't it so interesting the way that your friends like
I'm
see
joking.
you? Like,
I know.
No, but
Right.
like we'll be like, oh my god, like I hate the way I look, and my friends like, yo, you're
Tripping.
They just be like so like
Yeah.
enamored with you. And
You're
you
always gonna be the hardest on
I
yourself.
hate the way I look. I
Your own
cannot
worst
take.
critic.
You know, like everyone's taking like these natural Instagram photos now. I just don't be like,
Really?
like you know, like they just take a selfie.
Where?
Bitch, your page. Your page. No, I'm kidding. But like, no, like you just have to. You take amazing pictures, Ivana, and I'm like, I never. No, I'm just saying, like, I just don't take really good Instagram pictures unless I have like.
It's all about the lighting.
It's all about the lighting and
Yeah,
the
it's all about the lighting.
The lighting is bad in New York.
Well, it
That's why I
depends where
moved
you
to
go.
LA.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, because all the buildings are blocking your light.
So like,
Right.
what's your like typical everyday makeup routine? Or like, what? First and foremost, the most important thing I think is like skincare.
Oh, for sure.
Like that
All
makes
about
everything else
skincare.
because you can wear makeup and you have a bunch of you're covering a bunch of stuff and
Yeah.
then what? So what do you do?
Makeup
Please.
is
Julissa, so literally,
It's only gonna enhance what you got going on under there anyway, and that's internal and everything.
Yeah.
Let them know because
It's
that's
true.
so true. Sometimes
just
you
an
just want to
enhancer.
cover up, not take. If what's underneath is good, then you don't
Exactly.
even need all
Very
that.
little.
Yeah.
To
Well,
just
actually,
enhance
less
the
is
cheeks.
more.
also
Less
underneath in your heart too.
100%.
Yes.
Look that up.
You can be the prettiest girl.
Seriously,
No, it is
yeah.
true. It's true.
It's
for
true.
sure.
'Cause it just-
because you can't cover up ugly no matter what you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's 100%.
But I did want to ask though, because speaking of skin, because I get it, and you said your skincare extends down your legs. What, okay, do you do laser? I was staring at your legs, and do you shave? Do you
Thank
do laser?
you.
Because
I
what
actually-
they look perfect. Like
So
your legs actually do
thank
look
you.
perfect.
No, it's so bad. I start with laser, and then it gets warm, and then I don't go to the appointments, and I just all the things. It's so much maintenance,
lot of
and
maintenance.
I ain't got the time. So that's why I just well, I do. But you know, when you start doing the
goes away,
laser,
kind
it
of,
starts
yeah.
going away, but then it comes back. and
Yeah.
then- so I do all the things, girl. I wax my nose. I do
You
it
wax
all.
your nose?
Yes, right here.
Does it
inside
hurt?
here.
Does it
Yeah.
hurt?
No,
As you get
not at
older, your
all.
nose hairs start getting longer. You
Yo,
guys.
I just
And
be
it's
embracing
really
this
nice.
shit. This
it's
is whose
kinda
bag
gross.
is this?
Oh, that's mine.
Okay, we're supposed to guess who's
we're
this is?
We're guessing.
We're in this segment.
Oh, my
we're
shit.
guessing.
You're gonna know
So
my
guys,
bag
we
is
have
all
a
over
little
the place.
segment for you guys.
What are 3 items you can't live without in your bag? That's very easy.
Very easy.
Eyebrow
That's
pencil.
easy.
I need my eyebrows done.
Yeah?
That shapes
Eyebrows.
your face.
I can live with
Yeah.
that.
You
I
can
agree
be
with that.
you can be going through a lot, but them eyebrows,
Yeah.
red lipstick, no one will know you're going through it. Look at me.
That is true. What you going through, boo?
I think for me, it's you have one more.
What?
Look at me.
And mascara. That's my new.
Mascara.
I feel like as you like sometimes with age, you kind of hang on to like a new thing that's your thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mascara has been like my thing lately.
I just got back from a trip from Montana, and I'm not even gonna lie, makeup bags get
Dirty.
dirty.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to go to the store and get a new one because there's like munches all over. There's like
I'm not
lipstick
gonna lie.
stains.
I know
This is a real makeup bag.
I
This
try
is
so
all just
hard. I try so hard not to get it messed up inside.
But
But
they
really
always do,
good.
right? I thought it was
Yeah.
just me, and I'm like, why am I like this?
Are you even really doing your makeup if you don't got mancha
Okay.
in your makeup
Exactly.
bag?
Okay, so let's open.
And if you're on the go, if you don't have much, you're in the car as an
Right.
actress or host, you're like,
Oh
my
my
makeup
gosh.
bag is also like my toiletry bag. There's
Yeah.
a lot going on in here.
Yeah. You're just small.
There-
Good
yeah,
job.
I don't need a lot.
Yeah.
Congrats
You
on
know,
that.
I got the primer. You need primer.
Oh yeah.
I put this in my face. I don't need a lot of makeup.
Must be nice.
Okay, we get it, girl. You got one thing you always need is eyelash glue. And this is like authentic. This just came from the flight. I didn't even like prepare or
Oh,
set this
good.
up. I got a lot of
like you got that at the airport,
I'm like,
the
you know,
lash glue?
no, that's from the beauty supply. $3.99 Forever Beauty.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
but you
so-
always need eyelash glue because you never know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Like
true.
the worst is
Okay.
like when you're about to go out and you're like, I don't have eyelash glue.
Yeah, I don't carry that as
My
much as I
friend
should.
actually gave me this for my birthday. She's a big influencer, and it's always nice when you have like really big influencers to give you like the extras. So I'll
Yeah.
be wearing the shit out of this shit.
What
I
is
don't-
it?
I don't know. You don't know what it is. What is that? Give it to me. And like I don't, you know, like sometimes I feel like your influencer friends don't realize like the gifts they get.
Yeah.
So as she was going through the gift, she's like, "Wait, I gave you this? Yes, bitch."
Oh, yeah.
This
So
is like
those
one of
are your
those like
Dual
highlighter.
ended. It's
Yeah,
a
like
dual
multi-
ended.
Yeah, and
Let's
it's funny-
guess. Let's guess. What
Dibs.
is this?
I feel like it's a
oh, that's a good one.
concealer. No, contour.
Contour.
Contour
This
stick.
that-
Contour
no,
highlighter?
Yeah, she's like famous. Like
Contour highlighter for $500.
What is Those are your top 3 that you can't live without.
It's blush and this shit.
Shimmer.
No,
Highlighter.
like the contour shit.
Goodness, girl.
It's like
You
a
know what,
face stick.
Julissa, we all can't be like you.
So
Y'all
Jessica,
are Libras, so y'all really take vanities.
Are you a Libra?
Jessica,
I love
Let us know the 3 things you can't live without in your bag.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. For sure, lipstick. For sure. And my favorite one by far is this one. If you guys have tried it, it's Rihanna's.
Stunna Paint.
Good.
My girl.
So good. So I need something on my lips. This is we're doing the bare minimum face.
Bare minimum 3.
Bare minimum lips, concealer. Because
Do you ever take some of that and put it on your cheeks? It's really pretty.
Oh.
that'll work.
Yeah.
Because if I'm only choosing 3, double end it. But for sure,
you gotta use multi-use.
Yeah, the concealer. I need the under eyes bright. I need to look alive. In the mornings, I kind of get like the dark circles. I'm looking a little crazy. No, I don't use a color corrector. Should I?
Game changer.
I want to start learning how to use
It's like green or orange, right?
Yeah, you'd probably be a little bit more. I have a
Green?
Bobby Brown one in here that
How do
probably
you know?
work for
Like
you.
that's. I want to talk about it too. Like, how do you know? Like, there's so many things, and I'm like, I just don't even know how to use a color corrector.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I've never
Speaking
done a color
of,
corrector.
I feel
What's
like
the other
I'm
one?
looking a
I
little
probably
I probably have
I'm
some
not
on
sure.
now.
Okay.
Do I have some?
What are your 3?
beauty blender for sure.
Oh, dang. 3?
You have to pick 3 that you can't live without.
You gotta pick
that's
3.
really
Julissa.
tough. Well, I need my base. I need a really good base. The one I've been obsessed with lately, dang, there's so many things. Okay, I love this Hydra Visor by Fenty Skin. So it's got SPF in it, but it leaves such a beautiful veil on your. Look at that.
my God.
Wow.
Yeah, look how nice that feels.
I'm about to go shopping in her bag.
And then,
smells good
skincare.
too.
See, skincare.
So you need that before anything.
I definitely need a base before anything. If I don't do that, then I definitely do the glow drops, the niacinamide glow drops from Glow Recipe.
Can I see it?
Yes, so good. Please,
Yeah, can I see that? I
Yeah,
wanna-
you guys can try whatever you want.
I wanna sample
But I have various. See, I'm all about base, and this is another really good one. This is a matte setter, so I used it today because whenever I'm about to be in front of the camera, or I'll do more mattifying on my T-zone.
I love going through my friend's
I have
stuff.
a random lash sticking to that.
So you would do the
This is
base?
the color corrector. Yeah, base. This
What
is
else?
color correcting.
Ooh, I want this.
You see how it's like a peach? It'll lighten up that darkness.
And then you put the concealer over it.
I'm not used to having this in my face so much. Let me adjust, guys.
I love this. So wait, this makes you glow?
Yeah, it's really, that's,
Look
I feel
at
like
me.
I'm sweating
that's
right
really
now.
nice. Yeah, me too.
I'm like my basic ass. What is
I
that?
love a setting spray. This is the
can I
Morpheus
have some? I'm
Continuous
hot.
Prepping. Yeah, it's so good.
Wait, so Julissa, we said 3. You pulled
my
out
God, you
10
guys have to
items.
try it.
This is really
Wait, let me
hard
try.
for
Let me
me.
try. What is that?
Oh yeah.
What is
this
that?
This is the Morphe Continuous.
No, try it.
Prep
Wait, it's not hitting her.
Wait, what do you do?
does it feel good?
Wow.
It's, yeah,
Delicious.
It's pretty
Oh
good.
my God.
Thank you for keeping us honest. Ivana, what are the 3 things you can't live without?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a lot.
If you don't have a
speaking my language.
moisturizer or an oil on your skin, like nothing else is gonna look good. Like even if you put concealer or foundation,
It'll
it's gonna
look
be
crispy.
dry. So I always use the OG organic rosehip oil. Like it's literally just the essence of rosehip, and I put it on. So even in the morning, if you're like with somebody you like or you need something quick, you put some oil on and you look alive. Alive.
I agree.
You be
Number
doing a
one
little
trick.
makeup trick like you were sleeping, but you put a little mascara?
Yeah, and then you can pinch your
like
cheeks.
Bridesmaids?
Yeah, like right next to it. And then
Wait,
put a
have you
little
ever done that, you guys?
Yeah.
Be honest.
Oh, for
You
sure.
go to
Are you
bed,
kidding?
ran to the
Yeah.
bathroom,
Like Marvelous
took out
Mrs.
like the
Maisel.
eyeball.
Easy.
You're like-
Brush your teeth. Like
But that was back in the day. What am I? Oh, sorry. Everything's moving so fast.
That's in
today.
a new
So we
relationship,
got through
though.
all the makeup
Yeah,
bags, but we want to shout out one of our fierce hair files today. I'm looking at this, and I'm gonna read from my phone today because I want to make sure I get all of her accolades correctly. So today's fierce hair files is Tracy Ramirez at Tracy Hairstyles. Originally created by Tracy, she does a fresh take on hair. So originally created by Tracy Ramirez, a professional hairstylist with over 8 years of experience, and co-founded with Jonas Honea. Hopefully he said that correctly. Anomalia Society is a new take on beauty and hair. It is a full-service beauty salon that provides a luxurious yet relaxed environment. The brand's name. This is like when you're reading out loud for English class. The brand's name.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
The brand's name's inspiration is derived from the word anomalia, meaning anomaly in Spanish. By creating an atmosphere that is different from the usual beauty salon, thank God, because we were talking about toxic beauty salon culture. Anomalia Society offers services that defy societal norms and help clients feel beautiful in their own skin. Whether you're looking for a change or just want to relax and be pampered, Anomalia Society is a perfect place where misfits fit in.
I love
So
that.
shout out to you, Tracy Ramirez.
Wow, that's awesome. Love Tracy.
I love that. I have a lot of hair salon trauma. Are you? Oh, we love that. We love. That's
I
why we
was
love
holding on
boys
to
when
mine
they
for
take
dear
our
life.
stuff.
By the way, guys, I found this one on Amazon and look how cute. It says, "Life is a journey. The simpler, the happier."
that's really
Just a little.
nice.
I have a question, Julissa. You have a lot of great products. This could be for anyone. Has anyone ever gone on a trip and sometimes like their favorite things are missing?
Yeah,
like you ever
for
gone
sure.
like, on a girls trip and you're like, something didn't come back with me.
Wait, I use that too.
Right.
Hang on a
Yeah. One time I
second.
feel like one of my friends took one of my lip gloss, but it's fine.
I'm
It's in the
taking my
past.
lip gloss. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gabby. But we
But
live
yeah,
together.
you know, so we were talking. I'm happy that we shouted out Tracy Ramirez. Sometimes I feel really nervous about going to salons. I feel like whenever there's like a hair thing, I'm like, let me just not even go because they're not gonna have the resources for me. Has anyone ever felt like that?
I mean, did you go to the salons where the straightener was literally just a piece of iron, like just straight up iron, and it would burn like your roots like every 20 seconds?
Or the ones that they put in the stove?
No, the
Yeah.
stove, and they
Oh,
put it
yeah.
like
The silk
I
press.
grew up with that.
Yeah.
Literally, because there was nothing for like Latinas. I know. I didn't know better.
Yeah.
On your hair?
On my hair. My
Girl,
hair is
you're
really
lucky
curly
you got
natural.
hair.
I know.
Still.
I know. I didn't have
After
hair for
that.
a long time.
Man, I had a teaspoon of hair after hosting a few shows, let me tell you.
Oh my God. What do you mean? Like,
Just from all the heat damage.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Just
why
fall off. And I got a weave one time. That wasn't a good
Yeah.
idea.
No.
What do you do? What do you
it's
guys do to
not.
get your hair? What do you do to get your hair healthy and natural again? Like, what has made the biggest impact?
Leaving it alone.
I was literally gonna say that. I just don't even touch it.
My hair was the
Leaving it
best during
alone.
COVID. Literally during
I don't,
COVID,
I don't
everything
touch
was
it,
glowing.
and I wear a lot of wigs. Sometimes I'll date guys like, "Why are you wearing a wig?" I'm like, "You don't understand show business. I need to be at the show at 3 o'clock. It takes me an hour to get there. I'll put my V-part wig on, leave the leave out. So y'all seen all the episodes? Wigs. I know.
Wait, so
Yeah.
when you're with a guy, like when does the wig come off? Or, like,
I'm gonna
what
let
do you-
him know. There's a wig. Don't touch my hair.
Wait, in the-
So you leave
in
it on
first
the whole time?
Couple
I
conversations.
have-
Probably dating guys that kind of know.
Yeah. Like I like
Yeah.
to date a lot of guys that understand, like, you know, I'm a black Latina, right? So I like them to understand that, you know, don't come over here asking me these questions. Don't touch my
Right.
hair.
No,
Leave
that's
me
what I'm
alone.
saying. You probably
but they be
already-
knowing, right?
Yeah, they be
and
knowing.
I'm a big person. Actually, no, let's skip because I
personal.
think
No,
we
no,
watch
no,
this.
do it, girl.
I got nervous that he was gonna say you look like a catfish. I would be so scared if somebody said like a catfish because I do be lying sometimes on the internet. Well, I don't want to get caught up in some shit. But the first,
We would like you to get caught up.
yeah, a few
Yeah.
weeks ago,
In
I
all
have
of it.
reconnected with one of my exes. We were gonna talk about that off camera, but he gave me such a beautiful compliment. You know, like sometimes that people will give you compliments, but it has to come from like, sometimes it comes from like the right person. He's like, I love, like he was telling me that I use so many filters on Instagram. I was like, mind your business. But he's like, I love the way that you look without filters. Like, you don't even know the way that you look in my eyes. And I have my hair out, like no wig, just no
cute.
products, looking crazy. Cause I'm like going through a transitional phase. And it was just so nice to like get that compliment as like a black girl to be like, you're beautiful the way you are. And that's why I try to put my hair out natural today.
Yeah,
And I'm
It looks great.
It's so true though, because we were talking about that off camera. It's like the first time you wake up right next to a guy that has, now he's seeing you for the first time in your
Right.
natural glory. And when they compliment you, they sit there and say, you know what, like Jess, like I love you like this so much
So
more without
cute.
the lashes. Because that's one thing is I love a good lash. So when I don't have them in, sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, well this looks different. I like the way I look, but I'm always wondering if maybe the person that I'm seeing is gonna like the way that I
Right.
look. So that is the best
It's a big,
compliment.
it happens to all of us.
Because it's when you feel most vulnerable, because it's like
Right.
you're
I was
looking
like-
at them, they're
And it's like
looking
the
at
most
you.
unexpected. I had the guy I'm dating. I had my hair super curly the other day, and he looked over. He's like, "I love your hair like that," and I was like, "Really?" He's never complimented it once with like straight.
Right.
And so it felt good that I could just wash my hair there and not worry about
But
it.
why does it have to come from? And this is
Not that it
obviously-
matters.
Sometimes we should be able to say, you know, we'll take the compliment and we love it and keep it moving. But how do we like to see ourselves? And I think that is the hardest kind of accepting of the compliments, because it's like it shouldn't take, and it's such a mind fuck that it
Right.
takes a man or other people.
I mean, it
that
takes a lot
you-
of self-love
Well,
to
I
finally
think-
be like, I
for
don't
it
need that much
to
makeup on.
resonate.
I don't need
Right. But I think a lot for me, especially being Afro-Latina growing up, I was never like the girl that guys wanted to date because my hair was messed up. So like, you know, look, we're in the 2000s, late 2000s. Back in the day, guys were really mean. And they were like, I don't want to date her because her hair is whatever. And I just didn't have the, like,
I would stuff my bra.
yeah,
because
like
it's
exactly. I think
guys,
like we
they're
all
not gonna want
gone
me. I'm
through,
just
through
totally-
moments where like we didn't feel good. And you're right, it doesn't need to come from a guy, but sometimes like when you're not like the preferred person, you just kind of
For
feel
sure.
ugly. So I'm like, it was just
just feel
nice,
good,
and I'm healing as 33-year-old, whatever. It was just nice. Like the young girl in me was like, wow, like I feel really seen by this guy that gets my texture. It's a very intimate thing. I think
It
like
is.
for me, it's my hair is so intimate. Like I just never liked it. It's like the last piece of the puzzle. Like once I get to like myself, I'm like, I'm gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah,
But I'm still working on that in real time.
Yeah, and it's
right
true.
now.
Like, you definitely don't need that validation from a man,
Yeah.
but it always feels nice, right? Like a little bit, like
sure.
especially if it's a guy that you really like. You're like, okay, like yeah, you
Shoot,
want them to see
especially
you
if
as
it's an
beautiful.
ex. Are you
right.
kidding?
100%. I mean, let's
I mean, even when my mom is that.
yeah, exactly. Because let's not focus on that. But
Well,
you know,
did mention filters, and I want to ask you guys: do you feel that the beauty standards have gotten worse because now there's filters,
Yeah.
as opposed to
100%.
growing up? Because to your
sure.
point, growing up, boys were mean, and
They were mad mean.
and shoot, I grew up with 3 older brothers, and
Yeah.
I just told you guys I would stuff my bras back in my day.
Yeah.
We would wear water bras. That was
Oh,
a
wow.
thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that was. I know they don't have them anymore.
we need to
but
bring
that-
those back.
Listen, once upon a time, a water bra was my best friend. It was
Yeah.
that dusty bra that like till the wheels fell off. I was wearing that bra because I wanted some
straps were,
jabs.
like, barely
I was so skinny. I didn't have a body. I was 6 o'clock up and down, straight up, no
6
curves.
o'clock. I'm done. I'm putting that in the
Yes,
set.
so smart. And anyone who knows that has been watching me throughout the trajectory of my career knows I am not lying. People would write comments and say, "You need to eat a burger." Like all those. I would drink Ensure. Oh yeah.
You're so lucky.
So do you think that because there's always beauty standards that start changing? Back in the day, it was the big boobs and Pamela Anderson and Baywatch, and at least I feel so
Girl,
old.
we're on the
And then it became
saw
skinny,
Baywatch.
and then it became like skinny model.
Yes, and then it became
The
Kardashian,
Kardashian,
like that new
the curves.
I mean, I will
and-
say, like, at the beginning when filters were just like the color, like the
Or like the dog
Paris.
filter?
Yeah.
when we
No,
had
just
it
like the Paris. I would be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want to be natural. I don't want to be fake, so I'll do like the lightest one. And now that I see all the options, I'm like, wow, I look so much better with this one.
But I like
But I
it-
try to
right.
have a happy medium. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
sometimes you just don't have ready. You're
or
not ready
even
to,
the apps. You know, the,
Yeah.
the
What app?
face apps, the
Oh,
face
that's
tunes,
I be on
the-
face
You guys,
tune.
Face app is a whole different thing.
don't care.
Face app literally
Face
changes your
app?
whole face.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You can be
Yeah.
bare face. First of all, if you're not even smiling in a photo, you can smile.
smile.
You can make
But
yourself
okay,
smile
but
with the app.
sometimes I think like
didn't
when
even
you're in
know that.
entertainment and like you just need like we're all wearing makeup, right?
Yeah.
Like I think the filter, as long as it's something I always say, if I can achieve this look,
Yes.
at some point, I'm not lying. 'Cause
Exactly.
I could
I
achieve
agree on
this.
that. I
And now
agree.
it feels like the biggest compliment is when you're outside and people are like, wow, you look just like your Instagram.
Yeah,
You're
right.
like,
Yeah,
I know.
that's what I
Isn't
was
that
afraid.
crazy when
And
we're
I
like
think
that?
that
You look
it's-
just like your
I think that it's actually special that your significant other gets to see you natural.
It's
I think that
intimate.
this is a treasure for him
Yeah.
or her,
It's definitely
whoever
a
it is.
privilege, honey.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a privilege for you to be like, I feel sexy and beautiful and natural, Andrea, and you get to see it. Not many people do.
Right.
So I don't walk
Nobody
out of the
gets to
house
see-
looking like this all the time.
They don't
so
get
it's
to
a
see-
kind of a special bond thing.
Right. I was
And you're like,
nervous-
don't tell anybody. I look
Right. Don't tell anybody I look like this.
Don't be spreading orders.
I got nervous. Don't be spreading the word. I got nervous that he was gonna say you look like a catfish because I thought he was gonna say that he's like you've been
Never.
using these filters and I was like. I would be so scared if somebody said like a catfish because I do be lying sometimes on the internet.
Okay, wait, that's funny because you know how I'm on Bumble.
Yeah.
So there was a guy that I met on Bumble, and he straight up was like, because he's from a small town, so he's like, "You look like you're a catfish. Send me a video," because he didn't believe that I was who I
Right,
said.
'cause
who
they
I was.
ain't never
'Cause
seen
he's from a
this in
different
his small
state,
town.
Right.
And it said Los Angeles, and then I had like my best pictures from my feed on there. So I sent him like a
From
video
your feed.
from my
I thought
feed.
you said feet. I was
Okay, so all the fans are your Bumble girl. What do we want?
Yes, because that was one of the first messages he sent me. He was like, send me a video of you, like, here's me, like, so I know who you are, who you say you are. So I sent him a video. I'm like, hey, like, my name's Jess, whatever. He's like, oh, okay. And then I met him in person. And he did say, he's like, you look even better. Like, I'm so happy you're not a catfish.
I think
And
that's
any
the
of the
goal.
videos, he's
to
like,
look
I like
better.
how you
They
look
be like, you look
better in
better.
person than on your Instagram.
I look better in person.
Me
So
too.
we'll use the filters as inspiration.
Yes. I'll be yes.
And some of the filters are really good.
No, just to be
Yeah.
inspired by certain things.
Yeah,
What
like
about fillers?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
What about
Ivana
Botox?
said,
How
let's
do you
get
guys feel
deep.
about Botox and fillers? Like, be completely honest.
I feel for me, my rule is like I want to wait until like I start having kids to start playing with like I
You
will
really
be.
don't. You're
You
33.
don't- you don't need a thing.
I'm
You
saying
don't.
like, but
yeah,
baby,
you don't need them.
Yeah.
stop. I did
Maybe be preventative
Yeah,
because
like,
a lot of
like-
people don't know that Botox is actually for
I do
preventative.
because my dad's a cosmetic surgeon.
Oh, yeah, I
so
forgot,
since we
yeah.
were like 20, my mom and dad was like, you should do a little Botox to prevent. And I
Your
was like,
dad told you that?
no. My dad, when we were like young, all us 3 girls, like it's just
Wow.
preventative, it's preventative, preventative. I'm like, what does that mean? It means that when you have wrinkles, they form because they become permanent wrinkles from your histos, right? So like every time you smile and you're in the sun, it becomes permanent. So in order for them to not be permanent, you just put a little Botox, not saying a lot, but that way it never becomes a permanent wrinkle.
I
not
just
saying that you
wanna
can't
look like myself.
Exactly. But a lot of people that don't look like themselves is because they waited too long and then they inject themselves with too much Botox and now like now they can't
They're
move.
frozen.
They're like,
Yeah,
you don't
I
look
don't-
like you used to look.
Yeah.
But if you never let it get to that point, which I like both. I like wrinkles, I like no wrinkles, but it's a nice preventative option that
Let
I
me
think
tell you
is
something. With
okay.
HD and as clear as these cameras are these days, and for acting and stuff, I feel like Botox has actually helped me.
very
Because
much,
I can be really expressive, and
nothing.
although there have been times where I'm like, dang, I can't even move my eyebrows in this
Really?
video.
Oh
How
my
am I supposed to
God.
go on this audition?
I went through
Yo,
facial expressions right now.
So have you done this?
I swear I'm mad. I swear.
You're like,
Yo, that
Nothing's
is so
happening
funny.
up here.
One time, I have a homegirl. She does a lot of Botox, and when we be arguing, I'm like, "Well, because I'm a
You
class
ain't
clown. I'm like,
mad.
bitch, I don't know if you're mad or not." Because
Right, that part.
But it's funny with like, the other
I be
things, like the
OD.
bigger things, the fillers and like the body stuff, because he also does like lipo and things. Like if I ever mention anything, he'll be like, no, Ivana, like you're so young. You're so, like keep the youth, keep that beautiful like youthness that will fade like this if you get fillers. You fade like this if you get lipo or anything. Even though.
But have you noticed when they do get overfilled?
It just
and
doesn't look good.
It actually makes you look older.
Yeah.
So there's that fine line, no pun intended.
Yeah.
But there is that point where you've done a little too much or gone a little too far, where it actually ages you as opposed to
I agree with
the
that.
effect that you want, which is to make you not look.
Yeah.
And I do also believe that it is addicting. It can get really addicting. Like people are
100%.
addicted to it. They'll do it like all the time, like Bible, like every 3 months or every 2 months or so, whatever the regimen is. And
Yeah,
that's
4
when
months.
it gets too much because it
It's a
just
slippery
starts.
slope.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I'm assuming it just builds and builds
Yeah,
up.
because a lot of fillers, I mean, I know this because my dad, but a
Well,
lot
it
of fillers,
dissolves, too.
it dissolves, but it's also like collagen. So like your own collagen starts growing at the same time. So sometimes their cheeks get even bigger.
And kids move
after
and
they're like
shift.
done, it starts growing even more because it's like stimulating your own collagen.
Yeah.
But can't
So
it
it's-
move and shift also
and
in
it
your
can
face?
move, it can shift, it can go down, it can go up. So it's a really big risk.
Wait, does your dad have his own practice and everything?
yeah.
Wait,
We
do they
will
do
all
med-
be there.
They do med spa. They do med spa.
Everything
They
med
do
spa.
Morpheus there.
Yeah, they do Morpheus 8.
what's Morpheus
Oh
8?
my gosh,
It's a
I haven't done it yet,
crazy facial.
but I heard it is the most
Morpheus.
painful thing on the market right now. I have friends that have done it and they're like, bitch.
It changes your whole face.
What happened?
I've had a friend that's been on it with laughing gas and has
Yeah.
said, and my tolerance for pain is.
But what is it? Does
I
it
can
make
never-
you
it's
look
not really-
beautiful? Because
Yeah, it's like a natural facial.
So what ends up happening is, correct me if I'm wrong. So check this out. They're stamping your face with a bunch of tiny needles because in order to have the collagen, new cells, and for the collagen to rebuild, your skin basically needs to be injured for it to repair itself. So they basically are injuring your skin, your face, with a bunch of tiny needles,
Rupturing your skin.
so that then
So it
the
starts forming
collagen starts
new
coming
cells.
out. So that's why you end up looking red, like Hellboy red.
But then in a week you
And
end
then
up
in a
like
week,
crystal clear,
it's-
fresh skin.
Yes.
So
that was.
I don't think I would
killed
do
it.
now.
We killed
I don't
it.
think I
We
would do
just
it.
did
I
that
think
whole
I would
promo
just
for your
stick to
dad's
like
service.
microderm.
things.
Yeah, like
Microneedling. It's the same thing, but like times a thousand.
I've done microneedling.
I also like look. Everyone in my family, like my grandma, my great grandma, my mom, they all look really good. I'm like, I don't think I need.
Yeah.
I was a good person on the planet, so I don't
I
think.
have a question.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I'm really excited to be here today.
Yeah. No, please. Yeah.
And I love this conversation.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you guys, so what's one beauty thing that you absolutely hated when you were younger and now you love so much? You're like, dang, that is the best thing about me.
Oh my God.
Beauty thing as in like body and everything?
What-
Like
yeah,
something on your,
everything.
okay, like a feature you have?
A feature, yeah.
For sure, my dimples. And I'm talking like when I was like little, like 7, 8, 9, even probably up till I was 12, people wouldn't, they'd always talk about my dimples. And I'm like, I never saw it. Now that I'm older, I'm like, I'm so happy I have these. Like, it is different.
Yeah.
I think I didn't like it because somebody in like the 4th grade told me that it meant I was deformed. I had like a deformed
said
face.
that?
No, but I think it is.
Yo, these
I think
kids
it
on the
actually is.
West,
But I
wait.
took it to heart and I was like, oh, wow. And I took it as I have a deformity on my face. So it was actually like a
And
sensitive
yours
subject.
are so even too
I love
and beautiful.
Thank you. Probably that.
Oh my God.
I would probably say like
I was younger,
my
I
butt
believed it.
chin. Like I have a butt chin, and when I was younger, I just really didn't like it. And I wanted to fill it in. But like now, I kind of just have to live with it. Me and my butt, just chill every day,
Girl.
kick it.
She said that.
You can't see it now because I'm a little rellenita. But when I'm not rellenita, there's like a hole, and it's like it's like a real butt chin. But now I just chill with it, hang out with it.
Kick it.
I can't.
Hilarious.
I think that for me, my biggest insecurity has always been my hair. But I think that when I started embracing, like I have versatility, and a lot of people can't do a lot with their hair.
And everyone that has straight hair, you know what they want.
But I could do straight, I could do curly, I could do box braids, I could do everything, and I'm like, I just gotta embrace it. So that's kind of like what makes it gets me. I get to express my personality through my hair.
Good.
But I don't know if I had anything else. Like I've always been self-conscious about my weight, but then I look at photos. I'm like, I wasn't even fat then.
I
so
know, that's
girl,
the
can
worst
you
part,
like
you know?
yourself? I'm like looking at like
You look
right now.
so good.
Speaking to me right now, yeah.
I'm looking at. I'm at the biggest I've been, and I'm fine, love it, whatever. But I go back and look at pictures. Like I thought I was big there. I'm like, bitch, can you get it together? Can we find a weight that we feel good at? Because you don't like any of your pictures. So I'm like, I just wish I was more embracing of like my thick body a little bit.
I think the most important thing if I was like a younger girl growing up is like being healthy. Like be healthy because it shows, and that's like sleep and drinking and whatever, smoking and being like depressed. Like when you're happier and you're taking care of yourself and you're eating right and you're like in a good place, you glow regardless. I think that's when I see myself when I'm 18 and 20. I'm like, oh God, what is that? Like I'm like, what is that? I'm like a shell of a human because I wasn't there. I wasn't there. My sister would be like, put sunscreen on, get a hat, blah blah. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm gonna be young forever. And then I look back and I'm like, I look like a
creeps
scarecrow.
up.
And it creeps up.
Man, how it creeps up.
It creeps up when you like look at a picture, like maybe like even 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I'm like, what is happening right now?
So I think like
That's why
you
we
really
That's why we on face. That's why we on face
the
too.
memories, the Snapchat memories are the worst.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this?
But you're really able to you can conserve your beauty right now, like or your youth. I mean, in a way, like you can conserve it by taking care of yourself.
I'm gonna be the cheesy Libra and say balance. Because I strive for it, and Lord knows my scales be tilt.
She looks like she has like the skin of like a 3-year-old.
Oh my God.
I cannot make this up. Like when she walked in, I looked at her legs and I was like, I'm gonna ask her on the podcast like if she does laser or something.
You never told us your skin routine.
Oh, it's so many things. Well, I never, no matter how, I mean, I gotta be, and I do not recommend, like J-Lo said recently, she's like, I don't drink to get shit-faced. I'm like, no, I don't drink to get that either. However, I will say, like, I don't ever go to sleep without taking my makeup off.
My
Double cleanse. I won't even remember, this is bad to say, I won't even
Sometimes.
remember that I did my skincare routine. I've gone home so lit. And
That's
I'll wake up in the
amazing.
morning, I'm like,
Oh, because you got
That's
the.
amazing.
It's the best feeling.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
best.
feel your face and you're
Like,
just
no
like,
mascara.
nothing's
Like,
on your
what?
face.
I go to sleep with my contacts, my eyelashes.
I've done that before.
Red lipstick.
I just, yo, my sheets will get messed up because every time I sleep at my friend's house, they're gonna get red on their lips on the sheet.
No.
I know. She tells me I gotta.
It's so
Okay, so
bad.
then what else other than the face wash?
No, double cleanse. So first you
It's
break
hot, yeah.
down the makeup. So you need some kind of cleansing
Wipes?
oil. Wipes, people go back and forth about it, but if that's all you got, sure. But don't let that be the only thing.
No, that's the worst.
No, that should be the
Do you use Retin-A?
Retinol?
I have.
Retinol.
Is
Yes.
that good?
Yeah, it is. But I've gone and found more of a gentle. So Summer Fridays has one that I
yeah.
tried.
Yes,
That's more gentle. What I think as women we don't do enough, and I probably look like a greasy hot mess right now because it's pretty warm in here.
you're not.
But I don't think we moisturize it. We don't add enough moisture back into our skin.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think, and we don't exfoliate enough either. We don't polish.
clogged.
I like to say enough. But hydration is key, whether it's ingesting it with literally water. Or hyaluronic acid and ingredients.
I've been using hyaluronic acid.
Yes, it
I've been
is.
using
You're gonna
hyaluronic
love the Glow recipe. I'm gonna give it to you.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Republica?
No, the Glow recipe.
I have a quick question for y'all. Do y'all use sunscreen?
Yes.
I try to. I try my best. I wake up every day and I try to, especially if I like going running in the mornings.
Yeah.
And that's like the only thing I'll have on my face is sunscreen. I need to find a really good one that goes well under makeup though.
Super Goop. I love.
Supergoop is good, but that one, first of all, Elf has one that's amazing right
Okay.
now. That's
Elf be having some good products.
The Whoa Glow
Yeah. Okay.
sunscreen from Elf, bomb. That Fenty Hydrovisor,
Yeah.
beautiful
Really?
under
Oh, it has
makeup.
sunscreen in it.
Yes, it has sunscreen in it. That's why I love it because it leaves you such a beautiful veil and it gives you that glow. But then you can also layer. Look at my hand from where I put it
Beautiful.
on.
I think
and it
sunscreen is
acts
the
like
most,
It acts like
yeah.
a primer.
important.
It's really good.
You just look healthy. Like you look so healthy. Like
Because you
eat
moisturize.
well.
Yes.
Like right now, I don't have a stitch of moisture
Yeah,
on my
I
skin.
don't know.
I got something for all of you today.
I need
Don't
to-
worry.
yeah.
Yes, I do.
I gotta
I
moisturize.
got something for
Top
something.
I don't really use sunscreen, but maybe it's like I know.
You don't need anything, but it's gonna catch up one day.
No,
It's
I
gonna
know,
catch up.
I know. I'm gonna start using sunscreen tomorrow.
It's a new day.
It's a new day.
You're in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But you can also get the foundation tinted moisturizer. That's like 2 in 1.
I just think that for a long time it wasn't like something that
Oh my
I love
gosh.
this.
And one
looks-
for you.
I'm gonna do this today. I need. Thank you. I'm a spokesperson now.
Wait, born and inspired.
Literally.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Republica, born and inspired by Dominican roots.
Yep.
Can you tell
This
us
is
about
Dominican
this?
podcast.
So I was born in Dominican Republic in Santo Domingo in a place called Gascoy, but I grew up in New York and I grew up in Queens, and I noticed the difference between my skin and overall the feeling of being in Dominican Republic, being in the Caribbean, and then being in New York. Obviously, the climates are vastly different. In New York, it's a lot more harsh. And in the Caribbean, you're glowy, you're hydrated,
Right.
you're dewy,
Yes.
all the things. And then in New York, what I found for myself that most of the time I was dry, ashy, flaky. So I was trying to figure out how can I have Caribbean-like
Can I smell it? I don't
skin,
wanna ruin my
but in
box.
the comfort of my own, wherever I'm doing my skincare routine and my self-care routine. So I
excited.
basically started
Wait, so
DIYing.
It smells high end.
Wait,
like it
polish.
would be in a boutique, like
Right.
somewhere really expensive, like Beverly
The
Hills.
green kind of reminds me of. You remember DKNY, that perfume that used to be like a moment? It was like a moment.
Oh,
yeah,
Apple.
yeah.
Wow, I never
Wait,
thought of that.
So what
Yeah.
is this made out of?
So it's made out of all kind of things. It's got moringa oil, it's got almond oil, it's got naturally derived squalane, which your body produces, and with age, like everything else, slowly starts declining in production.
Right.
Just like hyaluronic acid, it produces.
Oh wait, can I use this like this?
You can, but it is made.
She's like, I'm so-
it is made for the
reptilian.
shower. Yeah, it's a body polish. It's a scrub.
She's a reptilian. I told you. Yo.
I need it.
So it's got a lot of natural. It's a waterless
We'll get
formula.
water in here.
So we really rely on all the natural oils and butters to melt into your skin to give you that polish and that glow. But I appreciate this
smells like
platform for
actual
you guys
heaven.
allowing me to speak so much
How
about my
often should we be
products.
exfoliating so we can look like you?
I use it every day.
Yeah. Oh my
gosh.
And I think a lot of the times people think that it's such a whole added extra step to your routine in the shower. It really doesn't have
But
to
if
be.
your legs look like that after, I
Yeah,
won't do
I'm
it.
like, I'm about to.
hold
it
on.
also comes with the
do
scoop,
It,
so
you
it's a
do it
controlled
after
application.
you wash your body.
You can do it before or after, but you still have to rinse it off.
Yeah.
So you
But I
see
mean,
it
like,
feels like
it's
you
not
have sand.
soap.
It's not
So like you
soap.
need to clean your body first and then do the scrub.
You can clean your body first
feel
and
like I was
scrub, or you
exfoliate
can
first.
Exfoliate
Oh, you
first.
exfoliate
It
first.
doesn't
Yeah.
really matter
And
as long
you
as it's
know-
incorporated in your routine.
Fun fact, I used back a long time ago, I used to do the social media for a razor brand, and they actually recommend exfoliating before you shave.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I didn't know
this
that.
one.
Yeah, I've had many lives. Yeah.
So because this one has a lot of natural oils, that's the smoothest.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do this before I shave.
Yeah.
You guys,
Wait,
this
so-
woman looks like her skin, like she looks like she has like the skin of like a 3-year-old.
Oh my God.
I
beautiful.
cannot
So
make this
sweet.
up. Like when she walked in, I looked at her legs and I was like, I'm gonna
God.
ask her on the
Yeah.
podcast, like if she does laser or something, because
So
that's
this is
ridiculous.
your first business.
Yes.
Your first
This is insane.
entrepreneur.
Yes.
This is incredible.
So all the money and resources and everything that I've ever accumulated by way of my entertainment
Is going
career,
into this.
I've invested in this.
I love that.
And
It's
it's been a
amazing.
lot.
But you guys, seriously, this feels, it smells
Yeah.
just super
It
high-end
feels-
quality, which is so nice. Like it
Well, that's
feels like
what
one
I
of those
kinda wanted, too.
higher-end quality things that like I would see on the shelf and
Right.
you'd be like, whoa, that's a
You
good
know that
product.
feeling when you want
Yes.
something
Yeah.
and when you were younger, you have to
Yes.
save up for it so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
So I tried to create, as you can see, she almost 17 ounces. So
No,
you
she's
get
good.
good
She
hefty
gotta be
buck
checked in the bag.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
She gotta be checked
But
in.
I do have
Yeah.
travel size now.
Okay, you got travel
I
size?
do have
Okay.
travel size now.
I'm in my travel era, so we got. I like
Yes, I
travel.
got
She has
you, I
travel
got you.
sizes. Let's go.
But yeah, I wanted that
get more wine?
to be
Absolutely.
the feeling where you feel you got a luxury
Yeah.
product for not a luxurious price.
That's incredible.
Also
honoring
That is incredible.
It's important. Let's put some more wine in there.
Let's cheers to Republica.
Oh,
that
thank
has been
you.
so
Wind
successful.
down. I love how we're
I don't want to get it on your shirt.
Oh, there's a fly on there already. baby?
Yeah, the fly lives in the house.
Lives in the studio.
It's our
House
pet.
fly.
Is there a cat at the bodega?
Actually, we do have a studio
Hilarious.
No, yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to be around the cat.
No, that's fine.
So to the Republica and all the lives, it's gonna enhance and change in the best ways.
Thank you guys.
Hopefully it exfoliates my excess off my skin. That's
You gotta start somewhere.
Get them out the life.
I can't make too many promises now.
No. But I feel like today was really cute. I feel like it's one of those like sleepover moments or like when you're with your girls. I miss doing this. That's why I came to
I was
LA.
never allowed to sleep over anyone's house. When
Me
I was
neither.
younger. Only my cousin.
No, not even my cousins.
Well, I meant like as an adult.
What I like the most is like
Trauma shows up so quickly.
We don't do that. We don't do that. Yeah.
what I like the most is like we all
Yeah.
come from different backgrounds and from different like nationalities, but we all have the same similar like insecurities, things we went through growing up. You know, it's like the same. It's like talking to my sisters. You know what I mean? We're all different.
I
but-
don't have a sisters, but this always
I don't have
feels
sisters
so
either.
nice.
Okay, well, you don't have sisters?
No.
Oh my God, we're still
brothers.
learning. We're still learning. Oh my God.
3 brothers.
Do you have sisters?
I have a little sister.
You
Yeah.
have your sisters
I
are
have 2 sisters.
beautiful.
Yeah.
They look like her twins. I was like stalking her Instagram and I was like, oh my gosh, like, and you could
that's
tell
so
they're
nice.
sisters.
I want to see what your mom looks like. Do you feel like you look
They
like? Who do
say-
you look
I
like?
look at my dad.
They say
But
that you
they
look
look
like your mom is the future you. Like whoever your mom looks
When
like.
I was
I think
younger, I
personality-wise.
used to always swear up and down, I look just like my dad. I look just. I am my mom.
Do you feel like you're becoming your mom?
I'm 100%.
I've been talking mad shit about
Shout
her.
out to mom, our moms, you
Oh
guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mom and dad and everyone.
Yeah,
that
everybody.
was involved in our. Well,
said-
except the ones that gave us the trauma. But
Yeah.
No, that's part 2.
Yeah.
That's after we exfoliate.
That's true. You know
After
what?
we
Yeah, that is
exfoliate
true.
the
You're right
trauma.
about that.
Man, well, thanks for coming on, girl.
Julissa.
You're amazing.
Thanks.
It's nice to hear your tips and tricks because you're someone that you could tell you've taken incredibly good care of yourself. You continue to do so. You're putting out products that help us do the same. It's nice getting your wisdom and your energy. Your
Right.
energy is so amazing. I mean, again, like we grew up seeing this incredible woman, right? We all grew up
like-
looking up to her.
like
and
you're
she
just
has this
getting started.
And
You're
you know what?
just getting
And
started,
I also
too.
want to point
I love
out,
that.
like her energy is just as good, just
Beautiful.
as natural, just as open and raw off camera.
Right? No,
Like,
yeah, we're gonna.
you know?
Yeah, this is what we were doing in the green room.
Although we met before and we were lit.
Oh yeah, that was a different day.
I think what I'm gonna take from it is washing my face at night,
Yeah,
no
I'm
matter
gonna-
what. No
what
matter
I'm-
what.
You have to.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start wearing sunscreen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, like,
Please start wearing sunscreen.
I'm gonna
yes.
wash my hair and face no matter what at night, even
Okay.
if I'm like dead.
I'm gonna exfoliate because I want my legs to look like
Yes.
hers.
I'm
and my
gonna
body.
definitely start embracing my curls way more. I just gotta go get that chop.
Yeah,
The big
I'm
cut.
telling you, you gotta
Totally
go to
video.
those 2 women, Rizos curls and Rizos. I know I'm just throwing like.
Oh,
stuff,
I know
but-
Julissa, that's
Yeah,
my
but
girl.
they be in like. I love that there's resources for us now because
For
back in the
sure.
day I was like,
There
I
was
just
none.
give up. I was trying to use L'Oreal. I'm like, that product is not for me.
L'Oreal.
Like, no shade.
Thanks, girl.
Well, I'm Glorelys.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Julissa.
And I'm Ivana.
And
And
this is
Girl, Let Me Tell You.
I'm so late, but let's go.
Like, I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you for being here. More wine.
Yes. Should we check this now?
You know, I'm gonna chug. Yeah.